Hi, I'm Danny with BuyRadarDetectors.com. With me today is Bob, President of Vail Corporation and Chief Product Engineer. Vail G5 is Bob's product, and it is a great complementary product to any radar detector. It effectively reduces the targeting range of police laser guns, giving you more time to react to a laser alert from your radar detector. Bob is also a radar detector expert. He's driven hundreds of thousands of miles with some of the latest radar detectors on the market and is here today to share his opinion with us on Uniden's new LRD950. Now, Bob, thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure.
Uniden is back in the radar detector business. Uniden, 10 years ago, roundabout, made radar detectors and ended up stopping making radar detectors.
Yes, they did.
And now they're back. What's going on?
Yes, and even interesting about that is that they were really the first detector company that had the GPS technology.
The
that they did
GPS
years
RD
before.
was
way ahead of their time.
I would agree. It was a big seller for us a decade or so ago, and it's sort of back with the LRD950.
Yeah, we've come full circle
in
some respects. So yeah, it's great to see.
Now, this is a really new detector. I haven't spent a lot of time driving with it. I don't know if Bob spent a lot of time driving with it, but there's a lot of potential here, I believe.
Yeah, I agree. We've done some preliminary looking at this in the lab, and my assessment here, based on what we've seen so far, is that it's respectable on X and K in KA, and it's commensurate with detectors in this. Well, it's actually a little bit on the high side, I should say, but more commensurate of detectors that are in the $200 range, give or take, things along those lines. Not at the ultra premium level when you're into the $400 from Escort, or $500, $600 kind of thing.
Would you agree maybe comparable to a Whistler CR90?
Yeah, but I think it's not. I think the Whistler would have more capability. Yeah. Clearly, the Whistler does better with laser. It's fabulous, and it has that laser lockout, identification. It has the ability to do very good filtering on lane departure systems and things like that. So the Whistlers are very, very good on KA as well, but we're not talking about the Whistlers per se, but it's we're talking about the performance, raw performance when it comes to detections on X and K. Laser, the Whistler is going to be superior to this. But look, I'll power it up. It has some nice features. It has a built-in database, GPS. It's got a USB cable, mini D, so you can update it. And we're going to put this in. Interestingly enough, I'm using an Escort cord. It uses an RJ.
I love the fact that it uses the same type of power cord as the Bell's, Escorts, and Valentines.
And I prefer that to the Cobras and Whistlers, actually. I think I like the RJ11. It just seems to be a little bit better. And then,
I agree.
Okay, and then you have an audio. You can hear the volume on this sucker is quite good.
Very nice display, too, I think.
Yeah, it's got an OLED display.
Laser.
That's ear piercing. And interestingly enough, this is alerting probably to the same thing the way the Whistler did, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting with the eye. There it is. Now
that's the autofocus on the camera, I guess.
Yeah, that's the autofocus. So this. All right, I'm going to mute it. Wow, that's. I'm going to mute it. There we go. Thank goodness. But there you have it. Now we're going to get into, if I can, get into the programming of this puppy for a moment. I just powered it off. Pardon me.
Menu.
What are we going to look here at? This thing has some interesting things that I want to say that maybe they borrowed them from Whistler. They have a time function, just like Whistler does. And you can have the daylight savings time, or you can set the time zone so you can get the the GPS time function on that.
Right. It pulls the time from the GPS satellites, right? And you're setting your time zone in the menu.
Yeah, that's very nice. It also, this is unique, they have an altimeter here for those who are really interested in driving in the mountains or something and know what their altitude is.
And that's new, right? I'm not sure that I've seen that on a detector before.
Yeah, I'm not aware of a detector that hasn't. It has a K filter, which is like, I would imagine, a city filter for K-band. Now, whether that's going to be as effective as TSR or TMF or any of these, I don't know. We're going to have to see, and we're going to do a follow-up review on this. This is more of a preliminary introduction to it, and I'm going to really get a handle for what it's like in the real world, and we'll be doing more driving with this.
Laser.
Maybe they could check.
Noisy.
Maybe they could check your blog in the future for an updated review.
And you'll do an embed of the video. We'll have this video embedded, and then I'll be able to follow up with some real real world experiences with this. But other than that, what else can I tell you about this? It has an auto mute, and we took this from Whistler again too. When you go below a certain threshold of speed, which you can set, it'll alert to a muted tone. So now Escort, if you know, when you're at a dead stop, you know how it does a quick beep beep with the alerts. And with the 9500iX, you know, you had the variable sensitivity when you set it, when you went slower automatically. Sure. But I like the feature here. If you're going slow around town, you don't need to be alerted, especially if you're in the city and you're getting alerts. It's nice to have them automatically muted based on your speed. I really think that's a great feature.
It has the opposite, where you can set a maximum speed as well, and it'll alert you when you're going over that speed, which I don't know if that's as important as the...
Yeah, I don't know. Can I set it to 172? And then if I'm above that, then it tells me? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how far this will go, but I'll find that out too. But I generally don't use that feature. So other than that, it's great to see Uniden back. I think, you know, if they're going to stay in the game, they're going to be committed to it.
I think that's the best part about this news is I'm just excited to see another brand, another manufacturer entering the radar detector market.
Absolutely.
There's been so much consolidation now, and it's good to see more competition.
I agree, and hopefully this will be one of many more from them. And did I mention the laser on this, the performance on the laser? I don't think it was quite up to the par. I may have said that already.
So far, preliminarily, the laser leaves a little to be desired, right?
Correct, right. But and so,
stay tuned for more information. Is that your assessment?
Absolutely.
Well, Bob, thank you very much for your feedback. If you decide that this is the right detector for you, be sure to pair it with Vail G5. Vail G5 is going to give you better performance against laser. Vail is going to reduce the sensitivity of police laser guns, in effect, giving you more time to react to that laser alert from your radar detector. If you have any questions about the Uniden LRD950 or any other radar detector, check our website at buyradaردetectors.com. If you want to see other videos like this one, check our YouTube channel at youtube.com/buyrradardetectors. For Bob from Vail, I'm Danny from buyradaردetectors.com. Thanks for watching.